Give it up for Jim Coughlin.
Thank you. So actually, my last name in Ireland is pronounced Coughlin, and my ancestors, so they could do better, when they came here, they changed the pronunciation to Vanderbilt. So we're doing quite well, actually. There's a new look for me. I'm slowly transforming into Colonel Sanders. So, no one was using that look, so I went for it. I am an alumni of this theater. What alumni means is someone that doesn't perform here anymore. Coming back here is kind of like going back to high school. And at my high school, they've asked me to not hang out there either. So, there's that. So it's Top Story Weekly. I've written a bunch of topical jokes, and we're going to get to those. All right? Hope you're ready. So Zsa Zsa Gabor, she broke her hip, and the latest is that she was asked to see a priest, which can only mean one thing. She's getting married again. That was awesome. Tila Tequila was attacked with rocks and bottles she was on stage at an insane clown posse concert. And they don't think they're going to get a conviction because the people throwing the rocks were insane clown posse fans who were all wearing clown makeup. So they'll probably go through it. They'll have a lineup. And that lineup, for a lot of people, will be the scariest lineup they've ever seen. Kathy with a G, I can't pronounce the name. Anyway, the cartoonist that did Kathy has announced she is quitting the Kathy cartoon strip after 34 years. Yeah. And let's hear it for that. A lot of people ask her what she's going to do, and she is going to say she's just going to continue to not entertain anyone. She knows what she's good at. So there was a study. The study found that CPR, when performed by non-professionals, it's better to just do the chest compressions than the mouth-to-mouth. That's more effective. And I'm trained in CPR, and I have never done the mouth-to-mouth for the victim. I had to pause and stare at this woman long enough for someone to laugh. Thank you. Alrighty. Here's this is an obscure thing, but there's this thing called BPA. It's a compound that's not good for you, and it mimics estrogen. And they're trying to get it out of products, and they found the highest concentration of BPA is actually in cash register receipts. And I think we're all aware a lot of cashiers are women. Turns out a lot of them didn't start that way. In Arizona, they have developed they genetically modified mosquitoes so that they cannot get malaria. And so then they can't spread malaria by biting a human with malaria and spreading it to another. It's basically changed everything. The only vector now for malaria is vampires, which was never touched on in the Twilight series. Also in Arizona, we have these escapees. There was 3 escapees escaped. They were actually accused of attempted murder, some of them, and they were in a medium security prison, which is comforting. And they escaped because the ringleader had help from his cousin and his fiancée. Or actually, it was just his cousin fiancée. Another little stat about this winner is he was a member of the Aryan Nation in prison. He's very hardcore. He will not marry outside of his race or his family. That's one way to keep it pure. Speaking of racists, in New Jersey, there's this family, the couple named the Campbells, and this week they learned they will not regain custody of their children, which were removed from the home because the children's names were Adolf Hitler Campbell and Aryan Nation Campbell, the daughter, and then the baby, who was named after Heinrich Himmler. This is a real case. And in a related story, the Humane Society is trying to get custody of their 2 cats Osama bin Kitty, and Chairman Meow. And their dog, Benito Mussolini. Campbell. I think the anti-Obama sentiment stuff is going way, way too far. My 7-year-old niece invited me to a tea party. Et tu, Alice? The big thing with the tea party is the controversy is, are they racist or not? And they say they're not racist. They're just concerned about out-of-control spending. And when Bush was president for 8 years, and he launched 2 unfunded wars, he cut taxes so there was no income coming in, and then he spent $600 billion on the Medicare Part D and $350 billion on the TARP bailout, they just weren't paying attention. They're totally against that. They just noticed when Barack Obama became president. Kind of like that totally not racist store manager who's like against all shoplifters, but kind of goes on high alert when a black kid goes into the store. All right, that was a long way to go for a little payoff. And I apologize for misleading you. We have about less than 90 days for the election in November, or as former CEO of eBay, Meg Whitman says, 78 days left on the governor bid. The David Hasselhoff roast is on Comedy Central tonight. Yeah, pretty exciting. And David Hasselhoff, we make a lot of jokes. He's actually had a pretty lengthy, amazing career. Because I was watching the History Channel, and they had a thing about the reunification of Germany. And they showed David Hasselhoff famously performing atop the Berlin Wall. And it was amazing because all of Germany was united in a desire to tear down whatever was supporting David Hasselhoff. So, the guy reunited Germany, and we own that. Thank you so much.